So you've joined us here at Cambridge Junction. I should have sounded a little bit more excited than that for an introduction, but we're here with the Apprentices of 2017-2018, and we're talking to them today about their apprenticeship. So if you do have any questions for them during the interview, then make sure you comment below and I will ask them. So let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Toby. I'm Toby. I'm the Technical Apprentice here.
I'm Stephanie and I'm one of the Operations Apprentices.
Hey, I'm Alex. I'm the other Operations Apprentice.
Okay, so you are now coming towards the end of your apprenticeship.
Objection, Your Honour.
Oh yeah, fun.
How have you found your time at Cambridge Junction?
Entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
valuable.
been...
We've learned a lot, made some good friends, made good contacts, had a lot of good experiences here.
Yeah.
I recommend it to anyone.
Like it feels like it has been the year, like it's coming to the end, but I've done so much in the year that it's like
Yeah,
it's
we've
sort
been
of
very
done
busy.
it. Yeah.
Always busy. I'm never standing still, really.
Yeah,
It's
apart
always
from now.
stuff to do. Yeah. After 20 minutes we take out of our days.
Okay, so Toby, tell me what it's like, a normal day is like for you as the tech apprentice.
Oh, that's the thing. There's no normal day. It kind of depends what show you're on. We do theatre, comedy, and music. So my hours are a bit odd. So I'll usually start around midday, and it's a lot of setting up sound or lighting equipment, and then waiting for the band or actors to arrive, greet them, and talk about their show and how we make it work, really, and then do the show. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
That's fine. Alex and Steph, you're both operation apprentices. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what that is and what a normal day, if there's such a thing, is?
First of all, that there is
There's
no
such
normal
thing.
day.
It changes every day.
Yeah, every day is completely different.
We learn a lot. We learn a lot about the business, about how things are run, how things should be run, and how things shouldn't be run. So you can
Very
get
organised.
Yeah. We do a lot of duty manager work, so learning how to manage a team of people and also how to manage the building at the same time. It's quite strenuous work sometimes, but it's also very interesting as well. If that's what you like.
Yeah. We do a lot of, as well as the duty managing and the business side of it, we do like stewarding the events and the bar and the box
Operations
office.
stuff.
Yeah, like all the operations of actually how the venue runs is a lot of what we do.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question now, and hopefully you've got loads of answers for this one. What do you enjoy about the apprenticeship?
Eating pizza.
Well, yeah. I know, for me, I enjoy the team I work with. They're all a great bunch, and since I started, everyone's been very inclusive and helping me along my way. Also, enjoy the shows I see. It's quite new and up and coming with all the acts that come through, so it's quite interesting to see potentially the next big thing to come through. That's quite a nice one.
Cool. Alex, Steph, what do you enjoy?
I mean, again, like the people, even though Toby's more with the text and we're more with the operations and the events, obviously there is a crossover, but everyone's so friendly, like the whole
atmosphere
team.
as well.
Yeah.
Because you know that you're putting on a show for potentially 1,000 people. It's quite a lot of responsibility, and when you get things right, it is very rewarding. People do
100%.
appreciate the work that you do.
Cool.
You get really satisfied when you do a good job.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, and on the flip side of that coin, what do you find like the most challenging about your job?
The hours.
Yeah, definitely hours.
It's just it is great, and it's nice to see an event come, even just if it's a gig during the day. We might start at 11 in the morning and finish at 1 in the morning. It's a long day, but it's really, again, satisfying to see it from the very beginning.
It doesn't really
through
drag.
the end of the event. No, yeah, it's really, really good to see. And obviously putting on our own event as well. That's like a lot of preparation, so we put a lot of time into it. But it all pays off in the end. It's really, really gratifying.
Cool. So you have mentioned the hours there. It's not a normal 9 to 5 job at all for either the technical apprentice or operational apprentice. So what's been your latest finish time?
I know my longest shift.
Morning, 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And what time did you start?
5 o'clock in the afternoon. That was a fun one.
It's a long day.
Where where I started at 4 in the afternoon and I finished at 9 in the morning. So that was, I think that's 16 hours, which is interesting. But again, it was a good gig, a good show, a good club. So it was sort of all right. I had a lot of fun during it. So.
Cool. We've had a couple of questions.
Oh, okay.
Exciting.
Has doing the apprenticeship encouraged you to go into business at all?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the business side of it more than I thought I would. I didn't enjoy it at school and things like that. But when you actually put it into whatever you call it, put it into context in a place that is so different from like an office, or even the office here is so.
It makes business a lot more approachable for different kinds of people as well. Because it can be a bit daunting when you see all these numbers and paperwork and stuff.
Cool.
When you actually get there and you're doing it all, it just kind of becomes very easy, especially when you're working with a good team like we've got here.
Cool.
Also,
So, go on.
also for me, I think because of the aspect in which I work, where the business comes through, it's like even though we do a lot of stuff in-house, the companies and stuff we have to reach out to and connect with and we get integrated with, it's also good to learn about and how. What are you guys doing? Sorry. And then just sort of like learning about the other side and what you could potentially be working with or working towards in the future, and set your mind on sort of like future career paths, I guess. And
it
like
really
the
sets you
options
up
of what,
for whatever you want to do.
what you want to look into.
So, Alex, you actually run your own club night,
Yes.
don't you? So, do you want to?
This Sunday.
Yeah.
There you go. Here's your chance.
Come on.
£10 tickets.
Subsonic, here we go.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah,
Or?
well, me and my friend Kieran started it about, it's nearly coming up to a year and a half, maybe 2 years now. We've done like 5 or 6 events. Have been going very successfully even. We've got quite a following now, and ever since I kind of came to the junction, everything's taken off because I'm gaining more knowledge every day, and I'm able to put that into my own business. So it's very, very useful.
Cool. Another question we've had in: would you recommend an apprenticeship as opposed to a degree if you want to work in this industry?
Because I ended up turning down my place at uni because of this apprenticeship. I felt that I was learning so much on the job and while I was working that actually I don't know what the university could offer me. I like sitting in the classroom because obviously I'm getting the experience here as opposed to sitting in the classroom learning about the experience I might have.
Yeah.
Which
You get like
is
such
much fun.
first-hand experience that you would never get.
And the contacts that I meet along the way and other people is a great sort of thing. So I didn't feel that uni could offer me much more than I'm already getting here, which was my take.
You get to network a lot as well and find out if it is the right thing for you. You may start it and find out it's not what you want to do, and it's good to be able to explore all the different paths and find out what you like and what you don't.
Even if you find something that isn't necessarily for you, there are so many other things that could fit you as a person in the same kind of in the same building and the same like business. Basically, there's so many different things you can do.
Even if it kind of isn't for you, there's nothing stopping you from going back at the end of the day. But I just think for sort of the more hands-on jobs we have, where you don't necessarily need the paperwork to tell you what you can do, rather than the experience, I think it works great.
A lot more practical.
Cool. If there is any background noise, I should just there's some PAP testing going on in J2 at the moment. So these are the people that are
walking actually in your face there, there's nothing there stopping you.
responsible for any background noise you can hear. So actually, talking about like networking, blah blah blah. This brings me on to what do you see yourself doing in the future? So the apprenticeship is coming towards the end. What's next for you guys?
Don't know. I think for me, freelancing is definitely sort of the way to go. Sort of finding work that's similar to this, as there aren't often many jobs that are like full time in a venue. You sort of have to pick and find work. So there'll be a lot of that, I reckon. Probably going to work for a hires company is a good option. But yeah.
But you're still going to remain a technician?
Oh yeah.
Hasn't changed your mind?
I'm scared off it by the hours. No, it's still good fun, still my passion, still what I want to do, and hopefully I'll pursue that further.
Cool. Okay, so Stef and Alyx, the same question. What are your plans after?
I haven't got any solid plans, but I know where I want to go, and I know if I just stick with what I'm doing here, it will lead me in the right direction basically.
Where do you want to go, Alex?
I'd like for my own business to be able to provide a decent income for me, but at the same time I know it's not easy, so I'm happily going to crack on with similar stuff but in other people's venues, doing other people's events and stuff, and I think that could help me out a lot in the future.
Steph?
Yeah, it's basically not that I want to have my own business, but I'd like to just go further in this field into event management, preferably in like live music, like we do here. Not so much about sports and bands and things like that, but I'm still keeping my options open and looking into just event management in general.
Cool. There's a question that's popped up that I can answer for you. Who makes the best cuppa?
None of us.
Well, yeah, I don't think any of you have ever made me a cup of tea or coffee,
It's a lie.
so...
Apprentices make the tea. It was a complete fallacy. I haven't touched a kettle.
So, is it earlier this month? Yeah, earlier this month, you put on your own event. So we always say that, I mean, Cambridge Junction always says, like, one of the perks of becoming an apprentice is you get to put on your own event. And it really is completely down to you guys on what you do, who you program. So your event was quite successful this year. I don't know why I sounded so questioning. It was really successful. So you guys put on Junkyard Presents Jam Baxter with DJ Sammy B-side. Tell me about that, like the whole process of you coming up with the idea from start to finish.
We started really early,
Yeah.
like earlier than the last Apprentices did,
Yeah,
because
so
we
we had-
straight away knew, well, you knew like what sort of genres we wanted to go into.
Was it, we didn't want to be like previous and go just down the indie route of.
Yeah, we wanted to do
Classical
something
music,
different
yeah.
and
I
new.
don't think
Nice
anything like
try.
that's ever been done in Cambridge, that
No.
like a specific mix of genres, so we had like quite a nice group of people come in actually, all from different backgrounds, and everyone seems to get on really well.
Yeah.
The artwork for it's actually behind you.
Can't really
Oh,
see
yeah.
it, no.
Don't
Don't worry.
Yeah.
But yeah, we started really early organising it. You thought of who we wanted, and then it was surprising to me how much we were left to do it. So we actually contact the booking agencies and like negotiate things, and it was surprising how much they left us to do. But actually, the whole year of the apprenticeship, we've been learning to do all of that, and now we actually got to do it ourselves, which is really fun.
Yeah, quite stressful at times.
Very stressful, but very like the payoff was great. Yeah, like seeing the actual event happening. Was like
Cool. So this is a good time to talk about the other perks of the job.
Free tickets.
guest list.
Well,
Yeah.
guess list.
Free soft drinks.
I think we have like 2 staff socials a year as well, like one at Christmas and one at summer, and it's such like a social place to work as well. Obviously,
It's kind of like a social life in itself.
yeah, like it's completely different to anywhere I've worked. Like you make so many friends and do so many different things with people. That's sort of a perk in itself, even though technically come with the job.
And there's a nice pub down the road. We usually go there after work as well.
You soon learn.
Pub.
Another question that's come in. Would you recommend an apprenticeship to anyone that's considering applying?
Yeah.
I think it's worth applying because even if you do, like, if you come and you want to have a look around and see what it's like, and you figure out that after the year it's not for you, you've not lost anything. All you've done is spent a year earning money while learning all these new things. Even if you don't want to go into event management, you've learned the business side of things. Even if you don't want to go into business, you've learned the music side of things, or like the communication with different types of people. Like there's so many different parts of it that you're guaranteed to get something, even if it's not what you originally went in for. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
So I would.
Well, yes, very well answered, Steph. Another couple of questions. Who's your... Oh,
Careful, Jesse.
that was just the tech dying, but don't worry, we've got more.
It could be you. That's it. Yeah.
So Nigel wants to know, who is your favourite member of staff?
Oh, I can't do that.
Oh yeah, Alan.
Got to be Alan.
Gary.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Gary.
Luke, Leighton, shout out.
I
Gary and
Jesse,
He's
Chris,
a tech, it doesn't matter.
Donovan.
genuinely can't believe you've answered.
I'll go through my two. These guys straight to no.
Helen.
Yeah.
Helen's
I mean-
top dog.
Rob.
No, Matt. If you're top dog.
Yeah, well, they're both like.
Basically, everyone is great, and we like everyone.
Yeah.
He did ask as well for your least favourite.
100%. Stef is the worst.
No, it's not.
You wouldn't believe.
Also, another question. Have they mastered Gitball yet? Which is impressive because this question has come from outside of the junction. So it's legendary, the game of Gitball.
Well, Toby and I played the other day with Rob, our I think the popular culture manager, and we absolutely smashed people that thought they were not naming names.
Luke
McConkie,
lost so bad.
We absolutely smashed them. So I think we hold our own.
Is atrocious at Gitball.
Oh,
I have to say.
It's okay. So I mean,
so is Alex.
Yeah, exactly.
if you want to know what Gitball is, I would encourage you to become an apprentice or join our event team staff so you can join in the fun and find out what it's about. A couple of more questions before we go. Most exciting moment of working at Cambridge Junction so far? I know it's a tough one.
Probably just before Jan Baxter went on stage, and there were like loads of people just running in here. It was very euphoric.
To be fair, I think for mine was when Junkyard ended, as weird as that sounds. But just to hear sort of like opinions and stuff as people walk through the door and we know our ticket sales and how well we did, and just that feeling of we actually did it and put on a successful event.
And everyone was kind of like meeting new people, having a great time.
Yeah.
And they were all chit-chatting on the way out, saying, "Oh, I'll call you tomorrow or something." Probably never will.
And there's people,
No.
there's people on the Facebook page that still asking questions about it, despite the fact it's been and gone.
Yeah. Like.
Cool. Okay, wrapping it up. Is there anything else that you want to mention that you think would be useful to know to anyone thinking about applying for an apprenticeship here?
You've got to be willing to put in a lot of work, but if you do, it will pay.
Technical Apprentices, you don't have to know everything in the world. We will teach you totally. However, it's good to have some foundation knowledge in either sound or lighting, because
I think that's the same with the Ops apprentices. Like,
it's good
they
to
will
know.
teach you.
Yeah, we'll teach you, but have some base knowledge is quite nice.
Cool. Okay, so just to let anybody know that's watching this that is thinking about applying for an apprenticeship, you have to be 16 and above to apply for the technical apprenticeship, 18 plus for operational apprentice. You can't have a degree. That's one of the rules. So
apprenticeship first. If you don't like it, uni after. Not the other way around.
Yeah, that's the one. There's more details on our website. You need to complete an application form and email it back to us, and the deadline for that is 5 o'clock on Wednesday the 5th of September, so you haven't got long if you want to fill in the application form and apply. Ooh,
Shut up, guys.
that's bloody Chris up there. Name and shaming.
You'll learn to love it, I promise.
Okay, well, that leaves me to thank you very much, Toby, Stef, and Alex. Well, I don't know how to end it, just the end.
Same time next week.
Bye.